And they're like, what? Where's my glasses? And I had like a spare with me. I'm like, here, would you like them?
No, a patient's wife was like, I have a bunch of these in a row. And I was like, I mean, if you're not gonna use it, I'll take one and I appreciate you. But I was like, I don't want to take your glasses. But she was like, no, I insist. I was like, okay. It's like, I got glasses. From some random patient's wife. Shout out to her. She's cool.
Yeah. Again, all about that eye health. Please, please, please do not stare at a solar eclipse without glasses, guys.
Just not the sun in general.
Just in general.
Just in general, yeah.
Huh?
Oh.
I don't know who this is. You want to do it, Xander?
Sure.
It's up to you. I'll beg him if you don't want to.
Either way.
You just have a good old man voice, so
What is
good
that
at
supposed to mean?
it means he's good at doing an old man voice.
You call me old punk?
You're younger than I am.
Back in my day, I didn't really have all this time.
Not by actually. Are you younger than me? We're all the same age. I just don't know exactly.
I like just turned 30.
Nope,
Like,
you're older
two
than
He's
me.
the
though.
youngest.
Yeah, that's right. You are
I
just
am the
recently.
youngest. Then.
Yep, you are.
Does that mean I'm the oldest?
Yes.
Barely.
Holy shit.
I think
That-
Xander's a bit.
That
behind
is
you,
a
yeah.
scary
Yeah,
thought
because
when I'm
isn't your
the
birthday
oldest
in March,
in a
Xander?
room.
Yeah.
Barely. Yeah. That's right. I forget yours is March. I keep wanting to think yours is the March after, like you would turn it after me, but you turn it before me.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm the youngest
That
of
is
the
a
group
scary
of the four of
thought
us.
when I'm the oldest
I was
one.
reading my notes from last time. Yes, I did write down, and he breaks the DM for a second getting inspiration. Because that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but really, like, well, it's a few months. It's not. It really
Was the
doesn't
drawing
matter.
at least handsome? It's fine.
Oh, what a surprise.
Oh, I do know who this is then. He's not as old as, well, he is old, but he's not as old as he looks. Make him look a lot older in this game. If it's the person I think it is. Or should I assume so based on who this person is? Good afternoon, Miss Ellie. Yep. That's who I thought it was.
Ah. Hello, grandfather. Ernest.
Did I hear her right?
This man is Ellie's grandfather?
It's been some time. I'm glad to see you're looking well. How has work been going?
Well, we're still new to this, so there's a lot left for us to learn. But I assure you, I don't intend to bring any shame upon the McDowell name.
Oh, Eddie, I've told you before, haven't I? You don't have to worry yourself over things like that. Are these your colleagues by chance?
Yes, they are.
It's nice to meet you, sir. My name is Lloyd Bandings, and I'm with the CPD Special Support Section.
Tio Plato, how do you do?
How's it going? Name's Randy Orlando. My name is Henry McDowell. It's a pleasure to meet the three of you. I must thank you for taking care of my granddaughter.
It's quite the opposite, sir. Ellie's the one who's always looking after us.
Mademoiselle is a bona fide genius when it comes to dealing with all the paperwork we gotta go through every day.
That does not excuse your utter lack of assistance, Randy.
Is that so? Well, what is important is that you're content with your post.
You know, Miss Ellie, I really think you should make some time to stop by home every once in a while.
I'm sorry. I've been hesitant to rely too much on my family since I began living on my own.
Even so, don't you?
It's fine, Ernest. Eddie wishes to stand by her decision. Listen, dear. Continue down the path you've chosen until you're satisfied. I cannot mix business with personal affairs, but know that I will help you out to the best of my ability.
I know. Thank you, grandfather.
Now then, shall we go, Ernest? I have a meeting with the Business Owners Association next, correct?
Yes, sir. It's scheduled for 5 p.m. Lloyd has been thinking this entire time with dot bubbles above his head.
Dot, 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 dot,
Ooh,
dot,
His
dot.
brain is whirring. The gears are gearing.
Ooh, look
That's
at
a fancy
the...
car. Wow.
Yeah, it's got the nice glow around the
Wow.
wheels.
He loaded.
That's gotta be the new Rocket League car right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love if a car in Rocket League looked like that. That'd
Right.
be great.
That'd be sick. That's one's bitchin' ride. I knew your family was loaded, Mademoiselle.
I wouldn't really.
Wait just a second.
Whoa there.
Lloyd?
You said Henry McDowell, right? As in the mayor of Crossbell City? That Henry McDowell?
Say what?
He is? Come to think of it, I do recall seeing that information in the database.
Oh dear. Honestly, it's a miracle that you hadn't noticed until now.
There was always something about your surname that bothered me, but I couldn't for the life of me figure out what it was. Mayor's name must have totally slipped my mind, I guess. And I call myself a detective.
You don't have to beat yourself up over it. Besides, my grandfather's position has nothing to do with me.
Oh?
Anyway, we should hurry and speak with Ilya and the others. We still need to tell them about the First Division taking over the case.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yo, Mademoiselle, why do you think your granddad stopped by Arkansas?
Oh, that? Arkansas's first public performance of the reboot production is being held alongside this year's anniversary festival. I assume he was here for a business meeting regarding that.
Boing.
Look at the pretty sprites
Boing.
dance. They look like
That's
birds.
They do.
I cannot get over.
It's the sun and the moon. It's like the eclipse. Wow.
Yeah, but just the way Ilya's sleeves are cut look like feathers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and the feather. The feathers and the
Well,
headpiece.
Prior to that, I was just thinking when she was
Slightly
running back
helpful.
and forth.
Sheila Chocobo.
I don't think she. Never mind.
Careful there. Hmm.
Oh, look.
You're back.
And just in time, too. That was amazing.
You two are incredible.
Indeed, I have never experienced anything quite like that.
You think so? Sounds like if we iron out the kinks, this might become a crowd favorite. Oh, that gives me an idea. How about you wait another moment before the Moon Princess's spin, Ricio? That way, it'll give the Sun Princess just enough time to react in a way that will really capture the audience's hearts.
That's perfect.
Your dancing isn't the only thing that's amazing. You're going above and beyond to perfect every little part of the performance. Well, I figure if we can do it, we might as well strive for perfection until it's the time to perform. But enough about that. Have there been any developments in the investigation?
Oh, that's right.
Yes, actually.
It's not exactly good news.
What do you mean?
All right then. Let me go grab Avon and then you can fill us in on everything, okay?
Was Avon me?
Yep.
I don't remember his voice now. Why do I always forget his voice? I just need to like write down what I do for his voice specifically. I always forget his voice.
That might help a little bit.
All right, we're gonna go with another new voice again because I've changed it every time he's appeared because I can't ever remember it. This Yin character sounds like he's quite dangerous.
You can't be serious. He's really somewhere in the city?
Wow. Well, that sure is a fun story. A shadowy, immortal assassin whose legend is whispered in the dark corners of the Eastern Quarter? Oh, I love it. The character practically begs to be on the stage. I'll have to add him to our next production. Heck, we could even work the general outfit into our third act right now. We just gotta get some white robes and the costume is set.
Oh, Ilya.
This is an assassin we're talking about? Why can't you take this more seriously?
We suspect that Yin is being employed by a group known as Heiwei. But we still don't quite understand why Yin sent Ilya the threat letter in the first place.
One thing is certain, though. The chance that this is nothing more than a prank has decreased significantly. Is there any chance you could postpone or...
Out of the question. We wouldn't walk off the stage even if a bomb was about to go off. Isn't that right, Avon?
Well, I suppose so. We aren't all quite as passionate as Ilya. Truth is that all members of Arkansas belong to the stage, heart and soul. You wouldn't find one member of the troupe who would abandon their beloved stage under any circumstances.
I may be new to all of this, but I feel the same way.
Yeesh. I'm sure people tell you to break a leg out there, but at this rate, your legs will be the least of your worries.
If you intend to proceed with the show, does that mean you are also okay with the First Division taking over security?
Well, I mean, it is pretty annoying, but the show must go on no matter the cost. So, what kind of people are these First Division guys?
Well, definitely very talented and, more than qualified for the job.
Objectively speaking, they're excellent at what they do. The members of the First Division are an elite group that live up to their name. They should be able to protect you and your show with the utmost discretion under curtain call, until curtain call. Ugh, I was really hoping to avoid having a bunch of police in here. Then again, we will have a full house. Better safe than sorry.
I agree. I think that's for the best. Anyway, we are talking about you here, Ilya. Once the show starts, you won't even notice them.
How rude. I'll have you know that I always pay close attention to my audience. The show only reaches its full potential when the audience and play are completely in sync. Isn't that one of your famous sayings?
For anyone else's case, yes. In yours, however, I'd say it's more along the lines of you forcibly dragging everyone into your own performance. He's not mincing his words at all, is he?
Indeed, she is surely the very picture of a theater geek. Excuse me, Lloyd. Does this mean you won't be part of the investigation anymore?
I'm really sorry, Risha. We don't have much wiggle room here. The First Division is going to completely take over the case. If they don't want it, I won't have to anything to worry about it, at least.
I see. That's a shame.
The only reason I agreed to all this in the first place was because you were leading the show, Lloyd. Still, I appreciate you looking into things for us. I'll send some tickets your way as thanks, so be sure to come and see the play next time you're free.
Oh yes, I'm sure we can arrange something. Though I'm afraid you may have to wait until after the anniversary festival. If you're okay with tickets for next month, I can have them sent to you as gifts.
Seriously? Hell yes! And here I was thinking I'd have to wait 2 months to see it.
It is quite generous. Thank you very much.
Ellie?
I'm so sorry, everyone. I've caused you nothing but trouble.
Don't worry about it, Risha. All the running around we did today is a pretty typical workday for us.
It is all simply part of the job.
Considering in the span of 2 days we ran to 3 different villages.
Actually, yes, we did. Yep.
Yep, no worries, Risha. Forget about us and just focus on your guys' preview performance.
If you say so, then I will. Thank you, everyone.
Preview performance?
The hell? You don't know about it already? Arkansas puts on a sneak peek of their new show before it's available to the public.
That's correct. This will be my first time performing in one. People all over the continent, from both the industry and the media, will be attending. I'm sure many influential people have been invited too, in order to boost awareness of our new show.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
By any chance, was Mayor McDowell invited as well?
Oh, yes, he is our guest of honor. I'm told he plans to support the show in conjunction with the anniversary festival. He's quite kind. Despite his busy schedule, he made time to stop by and encourage us.
I would very much like him. Good luck with the preview, Risha. It may be your first time, but I'm sure you'll perform wonderfully.
You think so?
Absolutely. Considering all the practice you put in, I doubt you have anything to worry about.
Hell yeah, this play's gonna bring down the house.
Please, not literally. I am quite looking forward to it. I really appreciate the kind words, everyone. I'll get back to my practice then. Thank you for all your help. Ellie's acting sus.
So concerning.
Ready to head back, guys?
Might as well.
I feel exhausted, both mentally and physically.
Me too.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Lloyd.
How is-
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Wait, isn't that... Oh, thank goodness. I was just starting to wonder if I came to the wrong place.
Ernest? Did you come to see me?
Yes, I did. I had business to attend to at the office, so I decided to stop by. Ellie? What's wrong? You don't look too great.
Well,
If I remember correctly, you guys were visiting Arkansas earlier today, right? Did you run into some sort of problem with your police work?
sort of. It's not anything major, but someone in the troop requested our help, and, we want to report what we found, that's all.
You know, I wasn't sure if I should stop by here today or not. But I'm sure now that it was the right decision.
What do you mean?
Allow me to be honest with you. Ellie, I want you to quit the force and return to us.
Quit the force?
What?
Whoa there, buddy. That came out of left field.
I get the impression this does not stem from feelings of love, at least.
Okay, at least we have that cleared. Thank you, Tio.
Thanks, Tio, for the voice of reason.
I know it was your idea to join the CPD, Ellie. Seeing you now, you look so worn down, so lost. Are you sure this is really the right path for you?
What are you saying, Ernest?
Listen to me. I know you understand the current political climate and the despair that comes with it better than anyone. That's likely where your initial urge to join the police originated from. Just try and think about the torment and pain the mayor is going through, how he feels in the current situation. The anniversary festival coming up next month, Mayor McDowell is up to his neck in work. After that, it's right back to arguing with the Imperial and Republican forces over the budget. In 6 months, he'll be up for re-election. I'm sure you know, Mayor McDowell's planned to retire. Without someone to carry on his policies, he feels like he can't. Sure that if you were by his side, he'd feel more confident about being able to keep going with his work. I'm sorry. Perhaps I'm overstepping. However, I can't ignore the issue any longer. As someone who respects Mayor McDowell and has been with your family for years, I cannot stand idle any longer.
Ernest.
Of course, the path you ultimately choose to follow is entirely up to you. I just want you to stop and think about whether the path you're on now is the right one.
I'm going to need some time. Excuse me, everyone. I'm tired, so I'm going to rest in my room for now.
Sure. My apologies for suddenly showing up out of the blue like this. It's, okay. Seems to be a pretty complicated family matter.
Just trying to bother Mademoiselle for a while. You got it?
Seconded.
Tio and Randy got her back.
They are on it.
Personally, it feels like you are attempting to take Ellie away from us.
I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention. However, you are aware she originally wanted to become a politician before joining the police, aren't you? Really?
Huh? You're pulling my leg.
That would explain her seemingly boundless knowledge of politics and economics.
As the granddaughter of the current mayor, she grew up surrounded by politics. It was only natural for her to want to pursue a career in it. To that end, she studied abroad in a number of different nations to hone her skills for international relations and learn foreign policies. However, when she returned home last year, she was dead set on joining the CPD. So that's what happened.
I was unaware.
I did always wonder why a fancy lady like herself was working for the CPD.
Would you keep an eye on her until she makes a decision? I can't bear to see her flounder about like this, unsure of the path in life she should take. Goodness, it's already gotten so late. I'm sorry for taking up so much of your time. I'll get out of your hair now. Ah, okay then.
There certainly has been a great deal of sigh about today.
Sure has. We got put through so much shit. Definitely one of those days that just kicks you in the nuts over and over.
I know what you mean. Anyway, let's report back to the chief and call it a day.
So that's where things stand. Well, you gonna tuck your tail between your legs and give up here?
You're saying we have a choice? The First Division took over the case. There's no way we can oppose them, given our team's position on the force.
Yeah, guess not. The Fox would track you down and give you his longest bitching session yet.
Probably.
Could we not simply offer our assistance to the First Division?
Don't know how well that'd play out, considering the shit we got from that glasses-wearing dick. Yep, that's also a long shot. The CPD is real fussy when it comes to jurisdiction. Makes cooperation between departments a real pain in the ass. That goes double for the First Division. No way a group of elites like them would accept help from a group of rookies like the SSS. But if you're talking about working incognito, that's another topic altogether.
Sir?
This is the Special Support Section, the most unconventional department on the force. Sure, HQ tends to ignore us, but that gives you guys a certain level of discretion you can use to your advantage. Basically, as long as you stay quiet about it, you can poke your nose into other departments' jurisdictions without sending them into a tizzy. You do realize you just said we could ignore our superiors' orders, right?
What a bad influence.
It's like I told you before. Might not be able to help you in the field, but I'll cover your asses when I can. In the end, you guys will need to be the ones to take action, though. That being said, your current situation might make this plan impossible to pull off. One of you is struggling to figure out what to do. And this is something you can only overcome by operating as a team.
You're right, but...
Yeah, it's hard to get fired up without Mademoiselle with us. The way she was acting, it was like her head was somewhere else entirely.
She has been like that all day, from what I could tell. Is Ellie going to be all right?
Thank you, Zite. Ellie. These past 2 months, I thought we'd become pretty close. And it seems like I never really understood the important things she was dealing with. No idea she was Mary McDowell's granddaughter. An aspiring politician on top of that. If I recall correctly, you didn't attend the police academy, right, Ellie? How'd you end up at the CPD? Okay, so this is just a flashback to earlier story.
Mm-hmm.
This is when they first introduce each other. Alright. We'll see if Ellie's up for a chat. If she's writing about something, maybe I can help somehow. And maybe we continue that conversation we started. Go, Lloyd, go!
Go get your girlfriend, Lloyd. I mean, what?
Too soon. Too soon.
Here goes nothing. Ellie, do you have a minute? No reply. Is she asleep? No, I don't sense anyone inside. Ellie? Sorry, I'm coming in. As I thought, she's not here. She's gone. I'll try looking around the building.
How does he not sense somebody that's... What?
So one of the things in trails, so people sometimes have the ability to sense people. Are you ever like in a room
They
with
have a
somebody's
sixth
trying?
sense.
Well,
Like a vibe check of the room door? The vibe seems like she's not in here right now. I don't know.
well, think about it. Like, if you are alone in a room, like, and you just get that feeling of like there's somebody else here, that's the same kind of feeling he's talking about.
Except the opposite. No one.
Yes,
But he said it's in the same room.
I understand that, but that's the same. It's a world with beasts and magic. Nothing
Racers
else.
have fancy sense powers, but I don't know about the police force, so I'm not sure if they're that cool or not.
Let me tell you, the SSS are great. Oh. She knows who it is. She doesn't even look at him.
My gosh! I said that already.
Oh, sorry. Hey, Ellie. How'd you know it was me?
She could
Just a
sense
hunch.
you.
I can sense your presence. I'm creepy. I don't know why, but I had a feeling you'd come out here.
Yes, you were right. Breathtaking as always. Isn't that the IBC in the distance?
Yes, it is. I doubt you would find a cityscape as beautiful as Crossbells even if you scoured the entire continent. Yet, the more the lights of the city shine, the more the stars seem to dim.
That's called light pollution.
The purity of starlight, the symbol of Adios' love?
Ellie.
I was thinking over everything that happened today.
昼間のこと
With Ravash, Heiyue, and Dudley.
You can't change special. It's interesting that they don't just replay like the clip things; they're just replaying the words.
Right. That was the darkness of this city, the tragic truth of the state called Crossbell. We're kept alive only by the will of the Empire and the Republic, stripped of all pride and fed constant lies and deception. We're drowning in false prosperity and novelties only because our captors allow it. Everyone just surrenders to these circumstances and accepts the status quo without realizing its true cost. That's the city we live in.
Maybe you're right. You don't want to surrender just yet, do you, Ellie?
I once had a mother and a father.
That was weird. It skipped. Did he have anything to say? Why did it? Oh, just
Oh.
that was weird. I only hit the button once and skipped him too.
Oh, I suppose putting it like that makes it sound as if they passed away. They're still very much alive. What I mean to say is, they divorced when I was little. My mother lives in the Empire now, and my father in the Republic.
I had no idea.
My father was born and raised in the Republic. He moved to Crossbow City, met my mother. And after marrying into the McDowell family, he strove to become a politician. Immediately after he joined the Diet, he recognized Crossbow's ugly, distorted reality. As someone with a strong sense of justice, he made it his duty to mend this broken city. Year after year, he drafted reform bills, all in the hopes of bringing change to the state.
That's amazing.
No, in the end, none of his bills were ever passed. The Imperial and Republican factions both shunned him, ridiculed him. One by one, his allies betrayed him, friends left him, and he became the laughingstock of the political world. Not even my grandfather, as well respected as he is for being neutral, was able to mend his career. Crossbow brought my father to utter despair. And then one day he quit, as a Diet member, as a husband, and as my father. He decided to leave everything behind for Calvard. Mother couldn't stop him. And at the same time, she couldn't uproot me, still a small child, to follow him all the way there. Eventually, they settled on a divorce, and my father was gone for good. It always seemed like Mother hated him for what he did, but I got the impression that underneath it all, she still loved him. It soon became apparent that living in Crossbell, the state that robbed her of her love, would be too much to bear. My mother left to go live with relatives in Erebonia. It was then that I was taken in by grandfather, who raised me into the person I am today. That was the reason I was drawn to following him down the path of politics. It wasn't due to any desire to avenge my father or anything like that. I just couldn't understand it. How could a family so happy and loving end up falling apart so completely? After I made my decision, grandfather began to help me. I studied abroad, all over the continent, focusing on politics and economics. However, the more I studied, the more I realized how complicated of a quagmire Crossbell's situation truly was. Caught between the Empire and the Republic, our justice, our interests are pulled apart by the gravity of their immense power, entangled with their own, and distorted beyond all recognition. It was there I hit a wall, an insurmountable barrier in my way.
Barrier.
The same one my father faced, and one I'm sure my grandfather faces as well. Do you know who represents the government of Crossbow State, Lloyd?
Isn't it Mayor McDowell?
Well, yes, but he's not the only one. It's actually both the Crossbow City Mayor and the Speaker of the Diet. Grandfather and the Imperial faction Speaker Hartman jointly represent our government. That's how we operate, according to state law.
Sounds like I should have studied a bit more. Oh wait, why did Crossbow adopt such a divided system in the first place?
It's obvious, isn't it? If two representatives from opposite factions have equal authority, they can hinder things for each other, making political reform nearly impossible.
No way. Now that you mention it, it does make sense.
With two people on top, one side can easily sabotage the other if they try to push some sort of reform through. The fact that this happens is a tragic inevitability, given Crossbell's founding. 70 years ago, Crossbell State was born from a mutual agreement between Erebonia and Calvard. In fact, the state's founders were themselves Imperial and Republican lawyers. Seeing the current state of Crossbell, I can't help but think it is a curse. I was at a loss. If I were to continue into the world of politics, that same curse would grab me by the neck and drag me under, just like my father. That's why I decided on a new approach, one my family hadn't yet tried.
And that was the CPD?
Yes. From there, I told myself I could see Crossbell's twisted reality firsthand, without looking through the muddled lens of politics. I convinced myself that the experiences I gained here would one day be my secret weapon when I finally joined Crossbell's political world. The reform that my father failed to achieve and grandfather's unable to pursue. I thought this new perspective would be the key to finally making it a reality.
Maybe.
But perhaps I was just lying to myself. Perhaps I was just running away. Everything that happened today, I knew it was likely I'd encounter those issues. But still, the reality of things was even colder and crueler than I had imagined. When confronted with it, I was at a loss. Maybe I'm incapable of doing anything on my own after all. Maybe I'm just a broken little girl, abandoned by her mother and father.
So what?
Huh?
You try way too hard to be perfect, Ellie. I can't afford to fail. I need to take care of everything myself, shoulder every responsibility. That's what you've been thinking, isn't it?
That's not...
Today was probably our roughest day yet. Being ridiculed, having to hear that all of our efforts are in vain. But think about it. Aren't those the things we signed up for when we joined the SSS? Really. There may be barriers we can't get over today, but that doesn't mean we won't be able to get over them tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
By now, the brain that stands before us is the threat letter case. Even though the First Division is taking it over, I say we continue investigating it independently from them.
What? But is there even anything else we can do at this point?
Sure, the First Division may be great at what they do. But even so, it's obvious that they're stuck in a cop's mindset, only adhering to traditional logic. Maybe a new perspective is exactly what needed to crack this case. At least, that's how I feel about things.
Lloyd?
Just like how you joined the CPD to gain a new perspective on Crossbell, right? If we're somehow able to solve this case, then I'm sure that means your goal isn't out of reach either. Of course, I shouldn't really compare our investigation to Crossbell's underlying issues. What we need right now is the experience of overcoming these kinds of obstacles. We keep clearing the small barriers one by one, and someday we'll have the power to get over the big ones too.
In these 2 months we've been together, I've come to realize something. You have your own troubles you're working to overcome, don't you? So, how are you able to stay so optimistic?
Well, let's see. Maybe it's because I have someone I'm trying to catch up to. So, that in and of itself may be a problem.
I think I understand. But I'm not as strong as you are. I'm just so tired of it all. I didn't come up here with the intention of talking so much about my past. But I just couldn't keep it bottled up anymore. at this rate, I'm only going to drag the team down. And if that's the case, I should probably...
Ellie. We need you, Ellie. Your profound knowledge, your negotiation skills, your sharpshooting, your sense of justice. If we're gonna stand up to the city, we're gonna need you.
But...
That's not it, though. All of that's true. My point is this. I'd be happy if you decided to stay by my side, Ellie.
What?
She's blushing. We were a bit of a mess at the start, but I feel like we've really started to become a team over these past 2 months. When we're bombarded with the stress of daily life, we make time for the small things, like deciding whose turn it is to cook. We've all come to trust in everyone's individual strengths. Not every day you find teammates like that.
Well...
We may still be rookies, sure. It's too early for us to be able to tackle every problem by ourselves. It's also too early for us to give in and despair and give up trying to fix things. We'll tackle each day head on, do whatever we can, and keep relentlessly confronting the status quo. If that somehow fails, we'll just come up with a new plan altogether. You, me, Randy, and Tio. Despite the way he acts, Chief is always doing everything he can to support us from the side. Heck, even Zeit has her back now. Don't forget, Ellie, you're not alone.
You're absolutely right. I'm not alone. How could I have forgotten something so important? Thank you, Lloyd. Even though it won't be easy to solve all my problems, I do feel a little better now.
Glad to hear it.
Still. Apart from the lines that sounded like they came straight out of a teen drama, I was a bit surprised.
I'm painfully aware of how cheesy they were, okay? What do you mean by surprised, Ellie?
Because, well... talking about how I'm needed and telling me that you want me by your side? I thought you were confessing your love to me.
She just gonna call him out. Confessing? ... Wait, that's not what I meant at all.
Oh? So are you saying I'm not good enough then?
You know that's not it. Oh, come on. You're just teasing me now, aren't you?
Just a little payback. Well, you really should be more careful, Lloyd. You might not realize you're doing it, but you really have the potential to be a serious womanizer.
Hey, hold on a second. I understand you were talking about Randy, but why me?
The fact that you don't even know you're doing it makes it all the worse.
The side eye.
Good grief, Lloyd. I can't believe hearing those words made my heart start beating so fast.
What was that?
Nothing. But anyway, I'm sorry I wasn't there when you reported to the chief. Did you guys come up with a plan for how to continue our investigation?
No, not yet. Right now, the case hinges on figuring out what Yin hopes to accomplish. Tomorrow we can ask around and see if we can find some sort of lead.
Sounds good. Thanks to you, I have a feeling I'll be sleeping soundly tonight. How about we hold a meeting tomorrow morning after we get some much needed rest?
Sounds like a plan. Lloyd and Ellie learn Star Blast. By
Oh,
spending 100 CP each, a powerful combination attack can be unleashed.
the power of friendship?
Oh wait, this is the one I messed with his voice.
That concludes this week's report. The warhounds they've trained may prove troublesome. If Master Yin were available, he would easily compensate for our lack of force.
Very well. We shall continue with all our current operating protocols within the city. In addition, recall half of our personnel currently dispatched to Altair.
Understood. I shall take my leave, Master Chow. Have a pleasant evening.
Yes, to you as well. How troublesome. I'd rather not have to request the Elder's assistance. Such help would come with a heavy debt. If only Master Yin were more cooperative, our plans would be proceeding splendidly. Who wants to be Yen? I do not know if Yen is a male or a female.
I'm gonna say one of you guys, because if we're gonna be doing this with Ilya and whoever in the future,
Worry
Potentially.
not. I plan to uphold
Okay.
my end of the bargain.
never mind then.
I got it.
Okay.
I said this line.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
What a ninja.
Well,
I shouldn't be surprised that you were eavesdropping. Dear me, I fear I may have made a few slips of the tongue.
black shrouded man.
Let's say
I
that's
see.
definitely a dude.
It is okay, to be fair, in the profile, it is not mentioned. It is mentioned that they go by Black Shrouded Man, but it says that there is not a gender assigned to the character.
Please,
Okay.
we both know you said exactly as much as you wanted me to hear. Just as cunning as ever.
Yeah, Yin is a hereditary title of an assassin. So it is not, it is passed down to people, it is not gender specific. Me? Oh goodness no, I'm no match for you.
So, to what do I owe this visit? Are you perhaps in the mood to cull some warhounds for us?
Your subordinates are more than capable enough to handle that matter. My role is to take care of Ravash's main force, beginning with that man, Garcia. That was what you hired me for, was it not?
Oh dear, you truly are no fun. It's come to my attention that you've become entangled with Arkansas for some odd reason. I'll have you know the CPG is quite good at their jobs. They don't do anything that will bring us trouble. Do I make myself clear?
No need to worry. More importantly, what is your impression of the special support section?
Oh, so that's what you've come here for? Let's see. They are an intriguing combination of young people. Their leader, Lloyd, most of all. He's perfectly aware of his weakness, yet he continues to push forward with determination. He seems to have a strong intuition as well. To be honest, I quite like people like him.
I was not asking you about your tastes. What about the other members?
Again, each of them proves to be quite intriguing in their own way. Mary McDowell's granddaughter possesses a keen sense of diplomacy and operates as the team's administrator. As for the girl with the Epstein Foundation, while her orbital staff itself is fascinating, I suspect she has some special qualities of her own. Lastly, we have our red-headed fellow. He has a certain air about him, one not dissimilar to our own.
Intriguing, indeed.
I must ask, why have you taken such a great interest in them?
I simply wish to put them to a little test. I was curious to find out if they are worthy of taking on a request from Yin.
Interesting.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Doggo sleeping outside. Woof woof.
Sunny spot. Isn't it a bit ridiculous? Despite all the work we put in, we had no choice but to hand the case over to the First Division. If Rishia hadn't asked us in the first place, everything we uncovered would have stayed hidden.
Yeah, you're right. I wish there was some kind of diversion that would allow us to continue investigating. Let's think for a minute. Who would know about Yin in the first place?
Well, obviously Heiwei, considering that's his current employer. And then there's their rival, Ravash, in the First Division, who's tracking Heiwei's movements according to Dudley. From there, we can assume that Speaker Hartman, who's closely tied to Ravash, knows about him as well.
That's the man you mentioned yesterday, right, Ellie?
Yes, he's a career politician who more or less rules over the Diet, serving as the leader of the Imperial faction. Honestly, it wouldn't be far-fetched to say that he is Ravash's greatest supporter. Incidentally, almost all of Grandfather's reform bills were crushed by this man.
I've always heard his name, but I never knew just how much power he had. He's tied to Ravash, though, then Yin would be a threat to him as well, I imagine.
Yes, which means they wouldn't have much of a connection.
Tio? Randy?
You two look completely bewildered. Is there something we're missing?
No, it's just...
You seem to be in a much better mood today, Ellie.
I guess so. I'm sorry about yesterday, everyone. I wasn't acting like myself. But I'm fine now, and I don't intend to be a burden to the team anymore.
You've never been a burden to us, Ellie. Quite the opposite, actually. You help us out all the time. I mean, look at us now. Thanks to your political knowledge, we're making progress by leaps and bounds.
Oh, do you really think so?
Something smells fishy.
Agreed. Something is off. Very off.
Wait a minute, you two...
Now that I think of it, I could swear I heard a pair of voices chattering away on the roof from my window. I wonder.
Congratulations, Lloyd and Ellie. I wish the best for you two.
Hold on. We didn't do anything that deserves congratulations, right, Ellie?
Yes, I mean, no. We were just talking about life and other things of that nature.
They also ship them. Good.
Life, eh? Yeah, I talk life with the ladies now and again. So tell me, how far you two go?
Randy!
Please, Tio's sitting right there.
How far did you go? Is Randy referring to the intimacy people engage in while in romantic relationships?
Leave it to Tio to just give you a plain definition. Nope, not at all.
Lloyd and Ellie.
Sitting in a tree.
That's enough for today.
Yes, ma'am.
Sheesh. Me and Ellie together romantically? You guys know that wouldn't happen.
Huh?
I mean, I don't think we're all that. Open mouth, insert foot.
Lloyd. Oh, Lloyd.
Lloyd,
Butt
my dude.
in mouth.
Lloyd, you're killing me. You're killing me, man. Oh, you just got her back on the team. Now you're gonna send her away again.
Lloyd.
Lloyd, come on. Maybe you do need to listen to Randy just a little bit.
Honestly.
Just a little bit. I don't think we're all that compatible, and I can't really imagine our relationship going that way. Right, Ellie?
Uh-oh, she's
What?
pissed.
What's the matter?
You idiot.
He stepped right on a landmine.
Oh, yes. You are so right, Lloyd. All I did was ask you for some advice on a very unimportant subject, that's all. And there most definitely wasn't any sort of romantic atmosphere, like you oh so graciously pointed out.
Alright then? You know, by incompatible, I only meant that we don't exactly make a good match. Sorry.
Well, either way, glad to see you got some more fire in you today, Mademoiselle.
Ah.
Yes, thank goodness. I was not sure whether or not you were going to stay with the CPD.
I'm sorry. Never meant to make you all worry. I don't know where the future will take me. But right now, I know this is where I'm meant to be. So, everyone, I'm happy that I get to keep working with you.
Ellie.
So am I, Ellie.
Damn straight. Besides, doubt we'd get much done around here without you to keep us in line.
I wouldn't have to be so stern all the time if you didn't try to wander off to the casino every other day, Randy. Well, that's enough of that. What should we do about the investigation from here on out?
Good question.
We could always always attempt to corner Yin with a different approach than one of the First Division is using. However, that unfortunately does not do much to narrow our options down.
In that case, I've got an idea. How about we have ourselves a trip to Calvard's Eastern Quarter? I bet we find a few new clues about Yin there.
Oh, huh. Why didn't I think of that?
But will the department even authorize business trips to a foreign country? The Eastern Quarter is far outside our jurisdiction after all.
Gio?
What are you doing?
I was contemplating looking into the police database a bit more. Perhaps I would be able to learn about the First Division's movements and so on. However, I already searched it last night, so there may not be much in the way of new information.
Let's try it anyway.
Beats sitting around here doing nothing.
Ah,
What's wrong?
how strange. It seems as though we have received an orb mail.
What's that again? It's an email, Lloyd.
Aren't they essentially letters that can be sent from terminal to terminal?
Precisely. The peculiar thing is, despite being extremely useful, almost no one in the CPD uses the functionality. Most likely because not many officers are trained to use keyboards.
And I'm one of them, unfortunately.
Well, who's it from?
Let me check. What?
What is it?
Who would send us?
I, Yin, hereby submit my support request. Overcome this trial and face me. Only then will I grant you your mission.
It's him.
It's Tim?
I said it's him.
It's Tim, everybody!
Is this some kind of joke?
No,
Yes,
it's
yes it
Tim.
is.
It's obviously Tim.
Oh, great and powerful. Tim?
Tio, where was this mail sent from?
Definitely not the police department. Got it. It was sent from the International Bank of Crossbell, otherwise known as the IBC.
What does this mean?
Well, the IBC's that bank that rakes a mirror from all of Zemuria, right? Why the hell would a place like that be sending us prank mail?
Why do you assume I would know? I can say, however, that this mail was definitely sent from an IBC terminal. I have no way of knowing who sent it, though.
Could it be possible that Yin infiltrated the IBC?
It's not out of the question. The IBC building is home to quite a few external companies and organizations. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's an Epstein Foundation office too.
That is correct. An acquaintance of mine works there. However, I should have been more clear. The orb mail was sent directly from the IBC's main terminal. Because of that, I think the possibility of an external company being involved is low.
Well, we won't know until we ask them. Our investigation to fly under the First Division's radar. We really don't have any choice.
Yeah, going undercover this time might be a little tricky. Should we hurry up and check it out before they get in our way again?
Actually, we may be able to perform our search in secret after all.
Really?
How exactly?
My best friend's father works at the IBC. If we explain the situation to him, he might give us a hand.
I think so.
Ain't that convenient? Well, Mademoiselle, you got more connections than you know what to do with, don't you?
I have a decent amount. Unfortunately, I have no way of knowing whether or not he's even in Crossbell City, given how hectic his schedule is.
What sort of position does he hold there?
You may have heard of him, actually. I'm assuming it's like the French, like Croy.
Yeah, Croy. Yep.
Yeah. His name is Dieter Croy.
What?
Ah,
What? He famous or something?
Honestly, you could make that argument, though he's just as well known as Ilya.
Dieter Croy. He is one of the continent's most wealthy individuals and a leading figure in the Zemurian economy, as well as the current CEO of the International Bank of Crossbell.
He's the top dog of the whole frickin' bank?
He was originally an old friend of my father's. But he's also kept a friendly relationship with my grandfather. Because of that, I've known him a good portion of my life. And his daughter is one of my closest childhood friends.
Wow, that's amazing. Even if he is the CEO, we won't be able to do much if he's not there.
You're right. I heard that he spends almost half of the year abroad on business trips. Nevertheless, there's no harm in trying, is there? Even if he isn't in town, my friend might be. She may even be able to help us.
Let's do it then. We're getting some with the investigation now, at least, but...
Are you worried about the intentions behind the orb mail? It was written similarly to the threat letter, but his reason for sending it remains unclear.
Well, he went out his way to send us a challenge. Be rude of us to not take the bait, you know.
Agreed. Shall we head to the IBC then?
Okay.
That was a long dialogue. It was fun.
That was a long
dialogue.
series of cutscenes. Holy cow.
And now I ran to the bathroom because I started getting a stomachache in the middle of all of that.
Oh no.
So,
Have a great night, everyone. We're gonna call it here. Thank you guys for watching. Another happy birthday out to D. We were able to do this. So, thank you guys for watching and joining in. Appreciate you all. We'll see you next time. Bye.